Hello, Renee Flamand here. So as we said with the last video, we're going to start out from the beginning of the process. So now you're in it. And I want you to know, if you are in it and you're blissful and it seems wonderful, but something's not quite right. Something led you to this channel. This video popped up. Something, okay. How do you know if you caught a narcissist? How do you know if there's a dysfunction coming? How do you know? Minnie is exhausted. I know you guys love to see her. She is right here, I promise. And say when you're in it, if you are in this 3-month euphoric stage, then he snuck past you. You may even be someone who watches this channel, and we've talked a lot about how to spot them. You may be even someone who thought you would spot them, but say the guy is good, the girl. The love bombing was subtle enough, yet powerful enough, subtle enough to ensnare you, powerful enough to ensnare you, subtle enough, though, to keep you not knowing, like he was a pro, okay? Say that happens. I'm sure that can happen. The difference here is if you've been educating yourself with this disorder and you feel something is off between last video that we talked about what to expect, you should look at that. If you know something's off, then and you know enough about this disorder, then you know what's coming. We know what's coming. If it were a love bomb and you're in it now ensconced, and he was a pro and you didn't know it was a narcissist, and you're already, we know what, at least what may come. Cycles can vary, their behaviors, in terms of like how long they take to dish out things, how good they are, whether or not they get caught, whether they hurt you blatantly or do it behind your back. There's all kinds of variances. You could go along for a long time and not know you caught a narcissist. But I want you at least knowing what does come if you did catch a narcissist. Pay attention. Pay attention. You're charmed, so you have to sort of shake your head and clean it out if you see something you don't like. But don't ignore anything. That is the whole key. And I mentioned it like one sentence in the last video, but I wanted to expand. Don't sweep under the carpet anything. And I mean it. Now, if you're getting to know somebody in a healthy relationship, this sounds unhealthy. It sounds like I'm saying pick on every single thing that doesn't add up. No, I'm not saying pick on it. I'm saying don't sweep. Inquire. He tells you one thing today, it contradicts something he told you a week ago, or he tells you something this morning. It's not the same as what he said last. You can say, just to clarify, I thought you told me blah, 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 da, 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 da. They can call you a nag. That's the gaslighting we discussed last time that I will be redefining coming up in future videos. They're going to make you think you're crazy for even thinking or asking, or what, you don't trust me. They're going to go through all that. Doesn't matter. You need the information. Perfectly legitimate question. Don't make them make you think it's not. Oftentimes, we don't want that interaction. We don't want to anger, rock the boat in a new relationship. Everything's going well. I don't want to sound like a nag. So I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to sweep it. No. If there's something, also, if there's something that you hide from your friends because it's embarrassing or bad or mean that he did, then that's the very thing you need to go discuss with someone, a friend, your priest in a subdued way, if you must, a stranger at a bar. Just voicing aloud the thing that this person did to you, voicing it aloud allows you to see how it feels. If it feels wrong, what you're stating they did, you may have caught a narcissist and you're embarrassed. You don't want, you've been telling your friends for 3 months that it was a fairy tale. A fairy tale. You were on cloud 9. Of course you shared it with your besties, right? That's what you do. Now this happens. It's a 180. It's your first disaster date, and you have to figure out, oh my God, guess what? This is what happened. The guy that I've been raving about for 3 months. It's not an easy call to make. So we ignore. And we think it must not mean what I think, or that can't be important, or maybe I misheard them. If you squirm and know the behavior wasn't right and it just doesn't sit well with you, my guess it's the beginning stages of their behavior that we see during the D value. It's your first disaster date. It's your first thing you're embarrassed about. It's the first thing you're sweeping under the carpet. You don't want to mention this or that. Depending on its serious level, it could be a little thing, it could be a big thing. If you call it a narcissist, they're all big things because it's all manipulation along the way. If it's a healthy relationship and somebody misspeaks, that's not a big thing, but you'd find out with one question. I'm sorry, I thought you said that you lived in Kansas. Oh, I did, but my dad was in the military. We moved around. Done. Healthy person describes discrepancy. A narcissist is going to have what they call word salad and go around the world to describe it and say, well, I said Kansas because there was a time I was going to move to Kansas. You wouldn't believe this story. So I worked for this company, and they were based out of Stockholm. And the guy that worked, he was my sister's boyfriend from when we were younger. We used to go play basketball out in the yard for out. He's 8 degrees removed from the truth. That's what it sounds like. That's something that you want to pay attention to. And much of it involves lying and this, your head is spinning. Yeah, pay attention to that. I swept. I swept under the carpet. I kept sweeping. And many of us swept under the carpet and kept ignoring. I ignored, lied to ourselves. It wasn't that bad. I'm trying to save you the time. Because let me tell you something. Big truth. Truth is fiercer than karma. And you guys know how much I love karma. Truth will come right up to you and press their eyes against yours until you see. And when you do see, because you will eventually see, the only thing you'll be concerned with is how much time you've wasted. So while you're in it right now, ask yourself, are you wasting your time? Did you give up all your time for this person? Have you done nothing in your own life for 3 months? That's a sign you caught a narcissist. They take over your life and they disguise it as a whirlwind relationship. They disguise it as a whirlwind relationship. But your life stops. When was the last time you did anything for you? Do you have projects that you're working on? Well, yeah, I'm in love. I take advantage while it's here. I get it. You may have caught a narcissist. You know? And don't do that to yourself either, by the way, when I just said you'll be concerned with how much time you've wasted. Don't do that to yourself. We all talk a lot about embracing our journey here. I do. We talk a lot about that, about embracing our journey as the one that was made for you. But you will definitely have a time where it's natural that you'll think about all the time you spent trying with this person. It's trying to tell you to run the other way. When you think about that, the universe is trying to tell you to run the other way. If you think, oh my God, I've wasted so much time with this person, or I'm not getting through to this person, or no matter what I say, they don't change, or I can't believe they did that. That seems so out of character. The 180 disaster date is usually something that's completely out of character because that's them. The mask fell off and now they're being their real self. It's a lot to talk about. We're going to unveil all of this in the next few weeks. Truth is allowing you, not only is truth trying to tell you to run the other way when it makes you see something, it's allowing you to see his bad behaviors leaking out so that you can end it and run. Instead, we hang in there. If you find yourself knowing deep down inside that something doesn't feel right, then trust your gut, trust your intuition, trust your truth, which is what is in front of you, and be honest with yourself. How to know if you caught a narcissist, it's not that hard, but you do have to be awake. You do have to be willing to make some tough choices. Somebody's not nice to you. Why? I have friends I've known 50 years. I've never not been nice to them one time in 50 years. You've been going out with somebody 3 months, 6 months, a year. They're not nice to you. And yet we take it? Why? Because we told them we love them? So we're supposed to unconditionally and accept all signs of them? Nobody should ever not be nice to you. I don't care if they're having a bad day. I don't care what excuse they come up with. Please value yourself. And if you think you caught a narcissist, ask the tough questions and stay with us in the next few weeks because we're going to outline a lot. Thanks so much, you guys, for watching.